Okay, so I see there are two cases on Devontae Jobert. We've got 23 CR 16A, a motion to revoke probation that's been pending since last September. And then there's a new indictment 26 CR 156, January, presented by the grand jury January of this year. And I just on about August 30th, 2025, the defendant committed a state jail felony of operating motor vehicle while intoxicated, which would have been subsequent to the date he was placed on probation in January of 25 for the third-degree felony of evading arrest or detention with a motor vehicle. What are we doing today?
Judge, there was a request in the form of a motion to modify bond conditions. He is currently on home confinement and on an ankle monitor. I believe Mr. Smith's purpose in filing that is to see if the home confinement portion of it can be lifted so that he may move about freely to get his son to doctor's appointments, to school. He does have his son full-time currently. He also works with Todd Broussard and has a lot of interaction with Pastor Adolph and works heavily in the community. So his job.
How's that working out for him in his decision making? You're shaking your head no. I want this motion done. That's what I'm worried about. I want this taken care of. That thing has been filed. Well, it's been pending now for 9 months. When can we handle this hearing?
Judge, I can't speak to that. I was asked to.
Okay.
I apologize for that.
The request. What's they say?
Judge, looking at the fact that he committed an offense while he was on probation, and he's got a prior also that looks like he went to prison on for violation of probation, we'd object.
And here's another issue is that what the court is concerned about is an uncertain status with the attorney, and there's a pending motion.
Yes,
Either you're going to have to get another lawyer, or he's going to have to get well. I'm not going to wait. The people, this is in suspense, and it needs to move forward one way or the other. And at this rate, it could be 30 years. We don't know. But I'm not getting any information. I don't expect her to give it to me, but somebody's got to give me some articulated information about what's certain on your attorney's status, because until I find out, I'm not granting relief. This should have been taken care of a long time ago, and it is involving another vehicular, a 4,000-pound missile being irresponsibly used. So,
Judge, if I may.
Go ahead.
I know that the circumstances surrounding his hired on attorney are wary, but in terms of this specific.
What it is.
I understand, but in terms of this specific client, he is very proactive about reaching out to the court, requesting permission to go places while he is on home.
It's not stopping him from being accused of violating his probation. Let's see, committing DWI, being at a location at 1 a.m., curfew violation, failing to abstain intoxicating substances. That's 3 separate violations of the probation order. That's got my attention. That's all jeopardizing the safety of the community. Bless yourself.
He does have an ankle monitor and an intoxilizer in his vehicle. So if it's any consolation, those concerns can be tracked by those methods. All
I know
that is
it can be
being
tracked
asked
after the event occurs. Or I can't stop him. We're not out there stopping him from doing anything. All we're doing is he's just showing a fingerprint of what's being done. But this motion would have otherwise been heard a long time ago. And I'm sorry, I'm moving forward. I'm setting this one way or the other. You're going to have to find somebody else. I'm not going to wait for Mr. Smith in this unknown medical condition status just to be in limbo.
Yes.
We got to move forward. I'm sorry, he's a fine lawyer, but that I'm getting nothing of certainty. It's just an uncertain medical status that he's unable to help you with. But I'm moving forward. You got to get somebody. I'm setting this for a hearing.
Yes, sir.
You got 4 weeks to get somebody. Okay,
Yes, sir.
that's what we're gonna do. That's the orders of the